First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
A warm night, and after all this rain, things may dry off enough for you to mow the yard the next couple of days. So good conditions out there tomorrow afternoon. Friday afternoon still looks good. The stormy weather comes Friday night in most locations. We're going to go through that. In fact, focus a lot more on that here in just a second. Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be fair, we'll call it. We still don't know the timing of the showers and storms. And as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like a summer weather pattern. Usually when we get into the month of June, we get this northwest flow that develops, and we see complexes of storms riding in from the north. Sometimes they hit us, sometimes they miss us, so keep that in mind with the forecast as well. Big complex up here, another area low pressure. They've got snow in the mountains west of Denver. Again, also out in Idaho, a little bit of snow, Salt Lake City, so fairly cold upper air system here. These storms are all going to slide off to our northeast the next 2 days, but a secondary area coming in. This is going to be a stronger area low pressure. The setup is a lot higher for strong to severe storms with this well to the northwest of us, but the storms will likely drop southeast on that cold front Friday night into Saturday morning, and that could give us some problems out there in a few areas. 67 tonight, partly cloudy, sunrise tomorrow morning 5:45, sunset just before 8 o'clock or so. 87, a very warm day. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. I mentioned mowing out there. Again, don't overexert yourself. We've had such a cool weather pattern lately. This will get to you high heat index around 92 or so. Here's our main threat for severe weather. Friday late afternoon into Friday night up here in red, and then overnight into Saturday morning, probably through 3 o'clock in the morning. Weakening line, but I say weakening. We can still see some isolated damaging winds out of this, so keep checking back. We'll have another look at the high resolution guidance tomorrow. Here's what it looks like tonight. I will tell you I did adjust this somewhat to fit my current thinking, kind of blended this in with the European model, which is a little bit sooner with the showers and storms. So here's a couple of complexes here that may develop and move off to the east, and we may be too warm in the upper levels of the atmosphere to see any action until we get later in the evening and overnight hours. Notice it could drag this boundary down here. Some rain cooled air interacts right along the state line, but with the even in place, the cap, we call it, the lid on the atmosphere remains. And then we'll watch this line of thunderstorms at some point in time. Could be earlier than 7:30, could be later than 7:30, drop to the east southeast. And notice how it's not that narrow line. Once it approaches, it's going to be fairly wide. So I do expect some widespread winds, probably 30, maybe gusts to 40 miles an hour along that outflow boundary, the gust front as it moves through. And then we'll continue to watch this from roughly midnight through about 2 in the morning as it continues to track and somewhat fall apart during the overnight hours and early morning hours, I should say, on Saturday. And then Saturday late evening, we could have another complex of storms nearby, so we'll watch that. And Sunday's kind of up in the air. Monday, Tuesday look fairly good. And then maybe some storms, another cold front coming in. Margot, the weather pattern is going to flip on us again, cooler than normal, hopefully drier than normal into next weekend, but no guarantees on this weekend.
May has been a little strange.
It has been a very odd May. It's that upper level cutoff low. We had 2 back-to-back ones, and when I was down in Louisiana, guess what? It rained there too.
Oh no, I'm sure it didn't stop the fun.
It did not.